My name is Jason Salomi, and this is Perfection, an athlete's perspective. What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Perfection, an athlete's perspective. And today, we've got a very, very special guest, a good friend of mine, a former wide receiver at the University of Michigan State, from Houston, Texas originally, third all-time Michigan State history in receptions. Spent some of the 2020 season with the Green Bay Packers and Carolina Panthers, and now he's here with me in Germany with the Dresden Monarchs. Darrell Stewart, how you doing today, bro?
Man, I can't complain. I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
All right, bro. So the whole premise of this podcast for me is just to help people get better, aim for perfection, strive for greatness. And the reason I wanted to reach out to you is because of your journey, but also the position you play. You play wide receiver. And the way you kind of play the game is very patient. You wait to strike, wait to attack, and then you just kind of kill people with that mentality of yours, man. I just kind of want to see how the art of patience relates to you as a player and as a man, and so how that makes you who you are, man.
Definitely.
All right, bro. So having watched a lot of your film, I noticed that when you tack DBs, you use a multitude of different releases. Do you go into the game with different releases, or do you change it based on how you play each other, how you play each DB?
Really heard this line from two great guys, two great receivers in the NFL, Devontae Adams and also Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Told me that it's a reactionary game, I mean, you do want to have a plan initially because you just having a plan, but really they go into the game just everything's reactionary.
Yeah.
Because you never know what the DB might do. So if you go this way, just be quick to racking this way. Sometimes having a plan can clutter your mind to where if this don't go, then you're just reactionary. Go out there and just be ready to react to whatever the DB is giving you.
I like that, man. And you just said having a plan can kind of make you play a bit slower. Is that something that you found through experience?
Definitely. I mean, having a plan is not a bad thing, definitely.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can overthink yourself, especially if you're a younger guy and you just getting into the position and you're just trying to build up your confidence.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can bother you, but one thing that I notice about football, you got to do what makes you comfortable. So if having a plan makes you comfortable, let's roll with it, because whatever makes you play faster. But sometimes if having a plan closes you a little bit, be reactionary to it. You know what I'm saying? And, whatever helps you be the best.
It's funny because I've played with some players that they play with a plan, such a detailed plan in their head, and it makes them play slower. And then I have players that play completely free, but they don't have that kind of mindset. Okay, what happens when this goes wrong? So they kind of have to have a different balance and stuff like that. For me personally, if I think too much on the field, I play slower, definitely. And then it might come back to bite me later on in film, or the coach asks what you're doing this, that, and the other play. But I think, like you say, it's such a reactionary game, football, and the less you think and the more you think at the same time, the better you play. You just, like you say, you just have to kind of find that balance, man.
Definitely.
But so when you were at Michigan State, when you played DBs, was there a difference between college DBs and NFL DBs with how they test your patience?
Definitely. I feel like NFL. I'm gonna start with college. College is more so of they doing everything really by the book, and so they trying to, like you said, do everything to look good on film.
Yeah. And
do things right. So the coach, you can gain that trust of the coach, but you do have some that play off natural talent. But in the NFL, they watch so much film that they play off their talent and technique is so good.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're gonna get. There's always a disguise. He gonna press.
Yeah.
He off. He can off press. He can bump, release.
Yeah.
He can do it's so many things they can do because they so comfortable. They not trying to play by the book. In college, the DB coach, you got to play 2 centimeters, 2 quarters in, shoot in. In the NFL, they free. They give you any type of different look. So it's definitely a different scheme. But then you got guys in college who already have it to where they can play comfortable. They can play however they want to play.
Like the top guys.
Yeah, like the top guys. See, the top guys when I was playing was like Jeff Okuda, Another guy, he played for Indiana. He was a freshman I was playing, but I really feel like he was a great guy. His name Mullen. He got a brother that's in the NFL as well. I'm talking about phenomenal. As a freshman, phenomenal, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, teammates, Justin Lane, he played for the Steelers now. Great, phenomenal DB. Long, lanky, you know, believed in himself. And also Josiah. You know, Josiah Scott, he was...
Yeah, he's nice.
I'm talking about... He's probably not the biggest, but I promise you, like, he's after the ball 24/7. So it's a handful of guys in college who has that confidence to where they can just play free and give you any disguise you think is okay.
Yeah. And
the patience of the DB making you think, oh, he think I gave him my final move, and then he wait on you to shoot. It's a beautiful thing, honestly.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
And how does that compare to... Because obviously out here it's a bit different. Sometimes you're going to play like a German corner, for example, who's going to be by the book but not as athletic. But then sometimes you come up against an American guy. How does that differ?
I don't know. I think it's mindset thing. You know me. I don't take no prisoners. I don't give a... Hey, I tell you all the time, if I don't see on the news Jalen Ramsey's come to the jail field, I don't be sweating no bullets. So I don't be worrying about... To me, honestly, I mean, no disrespect towards any other Europeans or Germans.
Yeah.
Nothing for me.
Yeah, no.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even with Americans, it's just, I don't know how to, you know.
No, you can say it, man.
Because to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. Since we, you know, perfection. You know, I want to be the one best of the best. I really don't be having problems like that. To where, like back in the States, like you were kind of, you know what I'm saying, worry. Not even worry, but
you have to think. Yeah.
Here is just like playing off. I'm playing off this all ability. You ain't even.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
And one thing about me, like I just believe so much in preparation. So
yeah, exactly, bro.
I can't give nobody the acknowledgement over myself because I'm constantly preparing for the game, preparation, doing this. So I can't be like, oh man, he gonna.
Yeah.
Like nah. Every time I go to the line, I'm thinking like,
cook.
Could take this kid's lunch.
That's funny because from what I've seen on film and like from what I've seen in person, you're right. Like there's not really anyone I've seen that's really given you any problems. So like with that, you're playing just off ability. Does that affect do you play more patient or do you just go?
I think it's either or because sometimes I play patient because out here you got people double, tripling you. Yeah. So sometimes I make it seem like I'm only doing this route. Yeah. And I'm only doing this route. And that's amazing to me because I can set them up to where they think, well, they got the safety running down for the out route. Yeah. And I'm so patient enough I can give them a little fake, look like I'm going out and head to the seam for an open ball. So, yeah, sometimes. And then sometimes I'm attacking because now they playing man, but they pass you off to have a guy run underneath you. Yeah. And I got another guy if you go deep or another guy if you come across field. So I think it's either or. I like patience though. Yeah. I like patience. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's also good to attack because especially when you get in that feud with the other. And it's crazy to me, and I don't mean to go off subject, but no. It's just especially out here, they be trying to talk trash like, oh, we doing this. It's crazy to me. I feel like it's no way you can talk trash if you doubling and tripling somebody. I think you should be quiet. And there's anybody out there listening, if you or a DB or a safety or any defender, and your coach tell you beforehand, like, we're gonna double this guy, he don't believe in you.
It's what it is. It's just what it is.
Don't try to come talk trash to somebody you doubling and tripling, bro. Yeah. What are you talking about? It ain't nothing to talk about until you hold this man one-on-one. It's nothing to talk about because you need help. Yeah. And I be trying to get that through people's head, like, bro, y'all got 3 people on me, bro. Like, what trash can you say to me? Like, your coach don't even believe in you. You got to check at the main station, brother. It ain't even me. But it'd be fun though. But definitely entertaining.
No, it's true though because like as a defensive player, when there's a dangerous wide receiver or dangerous wide receivers plural, like your defensive coach, I think a lot of young guys don't understand. They're not going to put you in a position to fail.
Oh no, they can't.
If they think that you can't cover this guy at 1-on-1, they won't say, "Oh, you can't cover him." They'll say, "We're going to run cloud this week."
Definitely.
It's not disrespectful.
It's not disrespecting. You're trying to win.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to win.
Like defensive football in particular, like it's not about pride, you know.
Nah, hell no.
Unless you're like Revis or like say.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you got a dog on the other side and he be like, you know what, coach, now F that. I got him. I want it, but ain't nobody out here like. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang, how I'm a match talking trash?
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's in defense. It's about playing chess. You got to put the pieces to win. You got to put your pawn in the right spot. Rook, you got to put all these pieces in the right spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To attack to win the game. It's not about on offense. It's the same way, but you gonna have more knuckleheads to say what's good. I won't because bro, it's just how I was born and raised. Like anybody talk trash on. We catching our phase head up. we ain't running from no smoke. We catching phase head up, and you do what you got to do and you win. But
have to, man.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Nah, that's interesting.
That's definitely different.
That's interesting, man. And I want to go back to your time at Michigan State a little bit.
Definitely.
Because, you had a terrific year as a senior. But before that, it was kind of up and down for you, know. What was your mindset, in the forthcoming years to your senior year where you had that big breakout year?
And it's crazy that you say breakout year. It's so funny to me because it's like, damn, that's crazy, college. But, really, bro, patience, bro. Yeah. Patience was everything. Just knowing, always be ready when your time being called. Because I have some phenomenal receivers in front of me to the Aaron Burbridge, McGarry Kings, you know what I'm saying, to the RJ Sheldons, you know what I'm saying, and the guy I came with named Felton Davis. Yeah. It was good. I had some great guys with me, from the Donnie Corleys, Tristan Jacksons. It was a lot of great guys. Cody White, I know you heard of him.
Yeah, he's
you
nice.
know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Great guys.
Yeah.
So it was all about patience,
Yeah.
And one thing about me is I always, when my time is called, I always just prepared, ready to play. And when I got to the situation where I was playing, you know what I'm saying, my redshirt sophomore and junior year, I was just prepared to play. It was a whole patience thing, just waiting for my time to be called. Mm-hmm. And I want to say for 2 years before my senior year, I kept ending the season with 55 catches, 500 yards, no touchdowns, probably 1 or 2 touchdowns. Yeah. My senior year, I missed 5 games because I was hurt and had almost 60 catches and 500 yards with 5 games left. Mm-hmm. So it's like
you were gonna go crazy,
man. But it's a patience thing though. And one thing I learned is, as an athlete, and my father always told me, you can never gripe about the playing time and why you not get in. Always prepare to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Always prepare to be ready, because when you get called and you don't be ready, now you look like a person who complain but not, you know what I'm saying? And that was one thing I always, don't complain. I don't understand kids now when they, players now, man, I'm not getting this and not. What are you showing though? Are you showing this that you can handle the responsibility to ball? Mm-hmm. Are you showing that you can ball? Because I don't feel in no situation where the kid be like, man, the coaches be, and I understand from the player side and the coach side, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, man, this coach, man, but think about it. What coach in sports history got up in the morning and was like, you know what? I don't like this kid. I don't want to win, so I'm not going to put him in. I don't know a coach who would do that. You know what I'm saying? They got to, they got to put the team in positions to where they want to win. So I never looked at it like, man, this coach no, what can I do? So then you start putting yourself, what can I do to get better? And a lot of people don't like self-criticism. That it hurts.
It's tough.
Man, to sit down and think, man, what I need to do. That's hard, because now you got to sit with yourself and look in the mirror like, what I got to do. And so that's the best thing, I feel like, for me, patience. Yeah, man. And I just thought about what I can do to get better, and patience was the best thing to lead me up to have half a breakout year, I'm going to say that.
You say
half a breakout year.
What do you think the rest of the year would have looked like had you stayed healthy, numbers-wise?
Man, definitely 1,000.
Yeah.
Definitely probably like breaking the record at MSU for receptions in the single year. I think it was only like 70.
Yeah. You weren't that far off anyway.
Nah, I was like, what, 20 catches away? So,
it's tough, man. What was your mindset with the injury as well? Like, when you got hurt, what were you thinking?
Man, I was kind of devastated, just being up to that point.
It was a broken leg, right?
Yeah. I fractured my fibula.
Fab.
How I fractured my fibula. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you made it out. All these years, you know what I'm saying? You prepared for this moment. You did this, you did that.
Yeah.
And for it to not, go through as planned. But then again, like, I'm real close to my mother.
Shout out, Mom.
Man, big shout out to Oda G. Man, but it was just, it was tough. But talking to her every day, man, it's just so much adversity that you're going to have to go through in life.
Yeah.
And for you to sit down and lay in sorrow, you're never going to get nowhere. And that's what I learned. Like, I was never going to get anywhere by just sitting down. Everybody's sad. Everybody get hurt.
Everybody.
So what makes you different? And the thing what makes you different is to climb out of adversity, look it in the face and say, what's good? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm here to deal with it. And that's what I did. And prayed a lot about it, and just, man, continue to motivate and move myself in the direction to get better.
I love that, man. And I think as well, something that someone told me about football, playing football, like, we're not like rocket scientists or brain surgeons. Like, I don't know about you, but like when people say, oh, I feel like pressure, like, I don't really feel pressure, because at the end of the day, we're playing a game.
Facts.
And I love the game, and my emotions are tied into it. But like, if I lose this football game, no one's gonna die.
Exactly.
you know.
Facts.
No one's gonna have to go about eating.
For
no one's under my care. I'm just gonna lose this football game and like go home, and that's it.
No, definitely. You do get. That is a good point to make. Some people do put a lot of stress.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot of stress.
I'm gonna say I've been on both sides of the of the wagon. You
Definitely.
know what I'm saying? Because I'm very competitive, and my mom would tell you that, like, I am super competitive.
Yeah.
To where she worries about me. Because, like, bro, it's times that I just want to be better. Or I hate losing, bro. And it's a sick disease, I think.
It's a sick disease.
Losing. I would stay outside all day until I hit this shot or make this move.
Oh, I feel that 100%.
And it's like it would have been games where I did something and it didn't sit right with me in the game, and I stayed up for a day because I couldn't sleep at night.
Just thinking about it.
Like, what could I have done wrong? And I keep replaying it. And it's even to this day now, bro. My mom think I'm sick in the head. Big family, right? Come up, huge family.
Yeah.
Growing up with them, you had a lot of boys around, a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying? But you always get the gratification from the older guys or the older women are saying, like, oh, man, you did this great.
Yeah.
And that made you feel good alone, not get any reward. The reward was you getting the knowledge from the older guys who's doing what you're doing.
And that feels good.
Man, playing basketball, bro. Just imagine, like, growing up in my grandmother's house, 10 boys. They're always around. So you always trying to be great. You trying to find, and I was a baby at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to climb the ladder of to get the gratification of acknowledgement, bro. And I feel like that's what grew that competitive edge. And my dad back home, my dad was neighborhood hero.
Yeah, you said
he was good at everything.
Yeah.
At everything. And so when people looked at me, they expect me to be good at everything.
Especially because you got the same name as him.
Man,
right?
So yeah, being a junior, it comes with a responsibility.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I was just, bro, I would be outside. My brothers them would tell you, bro, we would be playing basketball and football all day. And my grandmother would be like, it's time to come in. I'm still outside. I'm trying to get right. But yeah, that definitely created the competitive drive in me. So
it's funny because when you're a kid, like I didn't grow up with as many men in the house usually, but I had an older brother and older cousins and stuff like that, and I know how you feel like when they beat you. It's just like you're just trying to figure out, wait, how can I do this? And it kind of consumes you a little bit as a kid because you think, okay, what did I not do right? Like, I remember I used to play my brother at FIFA and PlayStation, and he would always beat me, and I still remember to this day the first time I ever beat him. I was a much better team than him, but I actually beat him. Like he didn't let me beat. That felt amazing. And I was talking trash to him. I was like, let's run it back. He beat me 5-0 the next game. But
it don't matter. I got my dub.
Yeah, I got my dub. And like from that point on, like it kind of sets that competitive fire in you. Like I even noticed with you yesterday. We just played a game yesterday, and you had that route in the fourth quarter, and I think it was like third or fourth down or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I literally sat. I was talking to Charles. I was like, Charles, watch this. And I was you 1-on-1 with their American DB, and you just cooked him. Like
I had to. Jump curve, baby.
But like for me, that's because you didn't play the whole game pretty much.
Yeah, that was my first play.
That was your first play. You were cold, like no warm up, like you just came on off the bench, like put your gloves on. I was like, you going in? You're like, yep. Don't let Thanos come in.
Come on now. All 5 infinities.
But that just speaks so much to like what you said, like your patience, like just being patient throughout the game, and just being like super competitive, man. That's crazy. But so obviously after Michigan State, played a lot of football. Michigan State, you went undrafted. What was your mindset when you didn't see your name called?
At first it was challenging. I'm not gonna lie, because as a kid, you just going up. You hear so many things. You go to the combine, you hear so many things. Then you backdoor and you go training, and you know what I'm saying. You think so much.
Yeah.
You see the draft board and you see all that. You like, oh damn it, man. And in the back of my head, I always knew like this is a possibility, because I mean you did get hurt. You know what I'm saying. I didn't run the 40 at the combine.
Oh yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah, so.
What do you think you'd run?
I think a low 4.5.
Yeah.
If I would have ran the 4.4, I would have shocked myself. Honestly, I would have shocked myself.
I can see that. I can see 4.5.
I would have shocked myself, but it was just, I don't know. It was tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, it added fuel to the fire. All 32 teams, like, you know what I'm saying?
You missed out.
Yeah, definitely. It added fuel to the fire. But I will say, for anybody who was in that situation, that doesn't classify you as a bad athlete or a football player. That game is a business, bro.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. When I say playing chess, they playing chess with this, bro. Because you got to understand, like, they have to do what's best for them.
Mm-hmm.
And once you understand that, you're going to be smooth.
Yeah, exactly, man. And even like from being in the NFL for a little bit of time as well, and coming here, like, what was that like to you? Because obviously, Coach Cruz that reached out to you? Yeah. What was that like to you when you got that opportunity?
I mean, I was at home, honestly. I was about to go to Spring League back in America.
Yeah.
And then it was so many opportunities, like Canada, the Spring League. But by this time, I'm thinking like, man, bro, by this time I'm not gonna store it to you. I was like, bro, I'm kind of tired. My body banged up. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go and chill. And then
you think about
Cruz
hanging
hit
out?
me up. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Because Cruz was hitting me up on Instagram. I'm like, bro, who is this guy? He keep hitting me. And I just finally like took it upon. And then I was talking to one of my good friends back home named Jonathan Banks. He was my quarterback in high school. Talking about phenomenal guy, but talking to him. And he was like, yeah, bro, you should, you know what I'm saying, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was thinking about doing the same thing. So I just gave it a shot. I'm like, why not? Let me go and scratch this football itch I got.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just do it. And I did it. And I mean, it's been, to have an opportunity to have never traveled the country, travel outside the country of the USA, and to come to Europe, Germany, it's been amazing seeing a lot of things that a guy coming from my situation and from my neighborhood, you would have thought.
Yeah,
in 1,000 years, you'll be over here.
It's crazy. It's no, definitely, man. And would you say you're the first person in your family to come over here, like to Europe?
Oh, to Europe, yeah. But my dad, he was in the army, so he
he traveled around and
Afghanistan, Baghdad, stuff like that. So he had been definitely. And that's when my mom get a lot of the things when she say like, me and my dad so similar. Like we're not scared to like. Just go out, do like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just, you just gotta go get it, bro. What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
I love that, man. And like there is patience, but there's also like just taking yourself to situations where you kind of have to force yourself to adapt.
You got to.
And did you find that you had like an adaptation period here, or were you just straight? Because it's football, you're straight.
Definitely. I mean, my whole story been adaptation. You know what I'm saying? Like going to different neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Surviving that, doing that, knowing how to play your role and survive certain things. I went to Michigan State.
Yeah.
From Houston, Texas. That's a big difference in itself. You know what I'm saying? Culture wise, climate wise, everything. But one thing I learned from my father, by any means necessary, bro. You gotta do whatever it happens to do to take care of the family.
Love that.
So I always have built that catalyst in me. Like, I don't care. Like, as long as I got food, water, and a place to sleep, like, we can make it happen. Dreams can come true.
Love it, man. I love that, man. And just before we wrap up, bro, when you see young athletes today, what would you say is one of the biggest mistakes you see them make in life or, in the sport or whatever?
The biggest thing, I'm going to say it like this. If I was a younger me growing up, and I wanted to tell me now to what I tell my youngest, I would tell him that anything, if you want anything, and I know this is the cliche thing because everybody always said, whatever you want to be, you can be.
Yeah.
But whatever you want to do, and this is serious, if you're able, if God puts the breath in your body, the will for you to do things, you can do it, bro. Everything, put in the work. And you're a kid, so I know, have fun, chill with your friends. But if you want to be the best, bro, you have to put the work in. It's not no secret code. It's a hand select the guys who can just wake up and be good.
There's only like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, but God ain't just touching everybody. Like, I'm going to let you be Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to put the work in. My father, he instilled that in me. But it was at times that I still wanted to be a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
But see, that's what you have to put the work. It is no rocket, like you said, rocket science. Bro, you just have to put the work in. And once you do that, I promise you're going to succeed, bro. Because you're talking to a kid who was skinny, flimsy, that had no feet work, was not fast. I was not good in Little League football.
Yeah.
I got better through the work. I was not good in middle school. I got better through the summer. In high school, when I seen from my cousin Zed Rollins, a great guy, my godfather Chris Gray, when I seen them put the instill in me to where, bro, if you do this every day and on game day,
easy.
Once I adapted that superpower, that's what Infinity Stones. In high school, I had 2 Infinity Stones. College, I had gained a couple of more, but now it's like I got all 5 now. This is inevitable, like you said, inevitable.
Perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
Come on now, got that reality stone. Snap these fingers, it can get real wicked. I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I'm definitely gonna take. I like that. You spoke about patience as well, but you kind of forget sometimes it is just about the hard work. That's the hardest. I say it's the hardest. It's the hardest and the easiest thing because it's always so straightforward. If you do these specific things, you're gonna get better. But sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You wake up.
It's facts.
You wake up one day and I don't really feel like eating good today. I don't really feel like practicing, but you have to do it because you want to get to a certain place.
You got to, bro. And I know you guys laugh at me because I watch Michael Jordan the same episodes every game.
I actually like it. But I think it's cool,
bro. But it's just adapting them qualities from this guy. This man was insane when it came to he wanted to be the best, he wanted the greatest, he wanted to win. But he knew that if I do this by the book every time I get out here, you're gonna be successful. And that's what I put to my if I do this, trust me, Jason, bro, it's times where I'm like, I wake up in the morning like, ooh, I don't know about getting to this gym today. But you know what's scarier than that? On game day, and the opportunity come and I don't
capitalize.
Oh man, I'm gonna be devastated. I know I ain't gonna sleep then, so I'd rather get some sleep, some more sleep, sleeping through the day, or go to the gym, or get no sleep from thinking about failing.
Yeah.
Failure. I'm fail driven.
Yeah,
I'm scared of it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I think I saw something about like people have different fears, almost, and one of them is a fear of failure.
Mm-hmm.
That it's intense.
Greatest nightmare, man.
It's the greatest nightmare.
Thinking about that, I'm woo.
Alright, guys. Well, you can find Darrell on Instagram at Stu1225 and Twitter at DJ8Y7. Darrell, bro, it's been a pleasure
Definitely
talking to you, man, and I'll speak to you soon.
Definitely.